Hi friends, it's Jenny Phillips at jenniferlphillips.com, and I'm with you today, one, to share a little joy from my life. It's my newly 9-year-old's birthday today, and we're having a good time. He is one of these kids who is super outward in his energy and constantly in motion, very affectionate and sweet, and we are just pretty much in love with him. He keeps us on our toes too, and is the reason that I look half awake half the time. But it's all well worth it, and so happy birthday, Abe. And in honor of the occasion, I thought I would talk with you a little bit about today, just through the lens of how special children really are. And I came across a quote recently from Theodore Geisel, who is better known to most of us as Dr. Seuss. And he said that adults are obsolete children, and the hell with them. And I just think it's a really nice reminder that as we become adults and as we become more aware of the complexity and the reality in which we operate as functioning human beings, we sometimes tend to lose the spark that makes children so special and the purity of heart. And while I am, as you know, an advocate for education and personally love school and feel that it's very important to be open to learning as much as we can about the very texture of the world, I also want to acknowledge that there is something pure about childhood that is worth emulating as adults. And so as a reflection point, I invite you today to think about, what is the pretense that you have taken on as an adult that you should let go of, at least for a moment, in order to reconnect with the part of you that saw right and wrong clearly, the part of you that loved without thinking first, the part of you that said to hell with the future and just did the thing that was calling to you. That is something to reconnect with. And while it may not be realistic given whatever responsibilities that you are honoring in your life that require things of you, it may not be reasonable to permanently live in that state. We may have to be obsolete sometimes, but I do think it's important to reconnect with that spirit of outward joy that should at least mark childhood. Which brings me, of course, the second piece of this, where I think about children, and I think about that, the saying, there is no such thing as other people's children. And I tried to figure out who said that. I did a little research. Some people attribute it to Hillary Clinton, but I'm not sure that's accurate. I think it's just a phrase that she liked to use a lot. But it is, regardless of who first said it, it is a phrase that for me sums it all up. There is no such thing as other people's children. So if you have loved a child in your life, whether it is your biological child or someone else's child or a child that you chose to bring into your family or a niece or a nephew or a friend's child, whatever, if you have loved a child in your life, then I know that every single child deserves security, deserves food in their belly, deserves to be made to feel better when they are sick, deserves emotional support and caring and security. All of these things are something that every single child deserves. And we're in a time right now where the question of what, basic human dignity demands of us is at the front of my mind and many people's minds. And I have a feeling if you're watching my videos, your mind too. And one of the ways that I believe we can cut through this is with this language of what children deserve. Because when we look at adults, sometimes we get a little judgy and decide that it is on us to make decisions about who merits what. But it's a lot simpler when you look at children because they're just kids and they deserve the world, every single one of them, regardless of any genetic detail that may be different from our own. So I invite you today to think, one, about the kid inside of you that shouldn't be made obsolete as you move forward and find your way in the world, and two, the kid inside everybody else who deserves our love. I think that's it for now. Have fun translating that into your day. Have a good one. Peace.